Still trying to save Bastion. Still. And again, turn around and there's just stuff parked behind you.
Something is moving up ahead.
It's here. It's watching. Don't let it get into your mind.
He's
Rocket
gone.
launcher.
We need to find the corporal.
I could replace plasma with rockets.
What the hell?
Come on, yield to me your scrap. If I impulse it, it's gonna go flying across the map. Yeah, sometimes these buildings can venture into Fortnite logic where, as long as there's one tenuous beam stuck underneath the structure, it simply will not collapse. Like right there!
Frank, can you double check those last order numbers? Seems like a hell of a lot of uniforms. I thought they weren't hiring any more people at the Terraformer.
See, there's no sense of time for these, like, audio playbacks. Like, were they before the Calamity? Were they after it? And by Calamity, I'm referring to the destruction of the Terraformer specifically, not the release of the Plague. If I really want to get that down from there.
Sam, what is that flashing?
I detect no flashing. Are you all right?
Corporal! Corporal, can you read me?
Mason, get back to Bastion. We discovered a new creature.
Say again, I can't...
I can't see. Turn back. It's too late.
I'm unable to maintain contact.
Well, they gotta be around here somewhere.
So, we still want to put it at the important structural areas. There. Where was this thing in Gorilla? This might have made the nanotech actually worth a damn. Instead of that nano rifle that is just garbage. Doesn't destroy it. It's useless against vehicles. Even the heavy infantry, you have to headshot them. Even with the upgraded version. On normal! It's like this is supposed to be a super high-tech piece of kit, and it's watered down to the point where it's goddamn useless.
That's not good.
Now, this thing does allegedly have the video game effect of not technically being invisible, but in this case, it's actually executed, like, subtly enough that in the darkness of the environments and with the sort of background shadow, good fucking luck trying to see the damn thing.
Shit! Can't see straight!
Warning. Unknown entities detected in your bloodstream. Presumed
Oh,
toxic.
yeah, he's still right there, because you can see the nanite. Yeah.
It's got some sort of force field!
Yeah, I like sticking with the nanites, because then it can't hide.
Shit, another one!
I want the scrap. Gimme.
Where's the generator?
Lights are on now. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to hide, you son of a bitch. Now, once the screen distortion is gone, you know that there are no more of them in the immediate vicinity. This is a great area denial tool. Guys enjoying getting disintegrated? Because I'm enjoying disintegrating you. Which technically I could do with plasma, but like I said, weirdly you get more nanotech than you get plasma. You'd figure like the nanotech would be the more potent thing, considering its importance in this series in general. But while your repair nanotech is extremely important and relevant to this game, your destructive nanotech seems to be inferior to your plasma. Wow. Hiya.
That's a red faction beacon. They definitely went this way.
Supply cache. Yeah, this thing is really potent, but it goes through ammo quick. There's also the visual distortion on the screen. It makes identifying that specific, Oh, I got him. I wasn't trying to whip out the rocket launcher. I was trying to use the XNG.
Shouldn't our next course of action be to track down Hale?
God, shut up,
Can't abandon
Navi!
these people. If I hadn't taken that job,
In all likelihood, Hale would have found another person to carry out his plan.
he set me up and I fell for it. I've got to do what I can to make things right.
Actually, you're close enough. Ow. Alright, fine. Let's not overuse the rocket launcher. Ammunition for that is also scarce. Get some! A point I'd like to make here is that the first time I played through this, I was singing praises for this game, because I do enjoy it. A lot, actually. Maybe even more so than Guerrilla, because it's got... I mean, Guerrilla was technically impressive, and, I mean, who doesn't like an open-world game, but... Oh... As far as open-world games go, Guerrilla was not a great example of the genre. No ability to purchase or summon vehicles, no fixed locations for high-end vehicles. The arsenal is extremely limited, there's no easy way to lose EDF attention, and you attract their attention with, like, a bizarre, like, speed, like, way too quickly. I mean, that's why I did an episode called RF the Fun Police, because the fucking EDF just shows up after you've, like, knocked over a fucking street lamp, and is like, oh, you must be destroyed. Come on, that looks explosive. Oh, there's more of them. Yeah, no, I definitely recommend Shield as an early upgrade to get. It's too useful to pass up. Like, some might say Berserk would be better to get, but no, get Shield. Like, from my experience, the Berserk power-up does not give you enough of an enhancement on your damage to be better than Shield. And some of the higher levels of the Shield upgrade are really, really useful, like almost game-breaking. That never gets old, even playing this many times around. I love how you can just, you know, make the environment in front of you with your nanoforge.
Administrative offices. There appears to have been an attack recently.
No
More
shit.
like a massacre.
Oh, great. There's the monolith that's making them more resistant. There you are. Oh, great, there's two of them. Get disintegrated and blow up in your own face. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I just got 8 nano charges for the XMG. It's... You get nanotech ammunition so often. And it's not like they're bad weapons. They work really well. It's almost like this game just decided to really, like, focus in on nanotech as its technical cornerstone.
We've run some preliminary surface tests, and the results are... well, they're not good. The storms are out of control and show no signs of stopping. Atmosphere-wise, we're okay. We can breathe it, but there's no way to judge long-term effects. We may be stuck down here for a while.
Another beacon.
Corporal would have ascended through these service stations.
This is gonna be dangerous.
Yes, because... Oh... Oh, duh, duh. Yes, because we're over an instant death pit with enemies that can deal structure damage. So if we're in the wrong place at the wrong time, it's gonna be bad. Okay, solid ground. I did not hit him with both. There you are. Yeah, remember that just because it's mostly intact doesn't mean there isn't a man-sized hole that you can fall in through that'll end up shrekking you.
Purification plant is just ahead. I can't go much further.
Corporal? Corporal, if you can hear me, just stay where you are. I'm coming for you.
I ain't going anywhere till you're dead. Oh, that'll do it. When in doubt, detonate, as I always say. Except not in these LPs, because it's rarely an opportunity to really blow shit up. God bless Red Faction. How much got wrecked on my way up? I just like fixing things in this game. It's a cool mechanic. I mean, say what you want about old games and being sort of dependent upon gimmicks, but if it was a good gimmick, I mean, who cares? And this is a cool gimmick. I like it. I mean, the visual is a little, it looks a little too much like space magic, which I've been making the joke the whole time, that nanotech in this series basically is just space magic. Ah, yes, the bridge that takes 1,000 years to, like, Lego itself together and deploy. Who engineered this shit?
Great. Can that thing go any slower?
One of the things I like about this is not the homing projectiles, because honestly, this thing doesn't track targets very well at all. But it hits hard. Like, this is modeled off of, like, the homing gun from Red Faction Guerrilla, but it behaves more like that mini Gauss gun that you get. It's just a hard-hitting weapon. Much more so than the assault rifle.
Hang in there, Corporal, I'm coming. Another corpse.
We are on the correct path.
Or the wrong one, depending on your perspective.
Squish. Squish. So squirrely. You guys give the Flood a run for their money. This game also indulges in the slight aesthetic concession that I actually enjoy, and you don't see as often as I would like, of the characters becoming increasingly filthy and injured as the plot goes on. Like, I really noticed that in, like, the Arkham series, and I was like, yeah, that's actually really cool, because even if you're doing well, like, scripted-wise, like, in terms of scripted sequences, Batman is still, like, getting his ass kicked. He's getting caught in explosions, he's getting knocked out, so yes, his armor should be ripped, and he should have, like, cuts and scrapes and bruises. Because, I mean, again... And the thing is, of course, back when they just couldn't do that, because that would mean, you know, creating a whole character thing or an overlay to put over an existing character thing just for that visual. Squish. And I remember we don't need to come in here just yet. Well, it's cleared for when we do. I mean, that's the thing. There are different schools of thought when it comes to, like, weapons in a shooter. Like, regardless whether it's a third-person or a first-person shooter. The thing is that a lot of the, like, modern military realistic style shooter can't go crazy with it, because then you diminish the realism. But that's why the shooter genre works so well with, like, a science fiction theme.
Came from the elevator.
How the hell am I supposed to fix a busted generator all the way up there?
By delaying the ejection of nanites while overloading the nanoforge, you could theoretically repair an object over a long distance.
And theoretically, I melt my arm off in the process. This is a bad idea.
It's the only one available.
Let's give it a shot.
Because, yeah, I mean, in a shooter game, your weapon is going to be the means by which you make the most interaction, because you're going to be running into enemies and you're going to be shooting them. And when you go sci-fi with it, you can have, like, wacky technology, including abilities and weapons, that allow you to do more than just bullet hit target, target fall over dead. And the thing is, you get a lot of science fiction shooters that don't really indulge in that. I mean, Halo, like, slowly expanded upon the kind of wacky shit that the Arsenal could do. Because you started off with the energy sword being unavailable, and then... You couldn't use the fuel rod cannon either, but you had your plasma grenades, which stuck to enemies in particular, but not surfaces. And you had your, you know, harder hitting plasma weapons, but you had projectile travel time that you had to contend with. Yeah, they just automatically give us that. Yeah, we're still limited to tier 2. Oh, great. Bunch more of them spawned in. I'ma just smack you senseless. And that's gone. Burn, baby, burn. Plasma Inferno, burn, baby, burn. God, that must be a horrible odor, like roasted plague bug. Yeah, weirdly, I've noticed this thing isn't super effective on the monoliths. I don't quite understand why.
Nice work, Sam.